So a few days ago, we finally got a description of what to expect from the Season 6 finale to Where and Back Again. And to be honest, I cannot remember the last time I was this excited about the possibilities of what might be coming. For Part 1, without the help of Twilight Sparkle and the main six, Starlight Glimmer assembles an unlikely team of heroes to defend Equestria from the return of one of its greatest threats. And for Part 2, Starlight Glimmer leads an unlikely squad of rescuers against one of the pony's oldest and greatest foes in order to save her friends and Equestria. Okay, first of all, this will without a doubt be the most standout moment for Starlight Glimmer, and a true test as to how well she can hold a story. But even more intriguing will be just who she recruits in order to help her save Equestria. And man, the possibilities. Imagine for a moment that new characters and interactions throughout this past season were actually building towards this very scenario. So, who would you want to see alongside Starlight in a battle for Equestria? I'm sure a lot of us will think the most likely candidate to join up would be Starlight's childhood friend, Sunburst. I, for one, enjoyed the dynamic between these two characters back during the premiere, and he seems the most obvious choice for an ally. Beyond that, we have another unicorn which Starlight developed a personal connection with, the great and powerful Trixie. This also seems quite likely, if only so Trixie can have her moment of saving Twilight just so she can hold it over her head for the rest of time. Plus, there's a lot of comedic potential with Trixie butting heads with the other members of the team, for which I'd like to point out the specific wording of these plot descriptions. An unlikely team of heroes and an unlikely squad of rescuers. Notice how neither of these mention ponies specifically, which to me suggests that this won't just be a team of ponies saving Equestria. So, what other new characters were introduced this season? How about a dragon princess who now wields a scepter containing some pretty impressive firepower? I can remember mentioning during my review of Gauntlet of Fire that there was a strong indication of gathering allies for some unforeseen conflict down the road, and this to Where and Back Again scenario seems to fit that quite nicely. And really, all she'd need for motivation is to hear that Spike is in danger, which would also help motivate another one of Spike's new friends to join this endeavor, Thorax the Changeling. I was sincerely expecting some kind of follow-up story to The Times They Are a Changeling, and this could very well be exactly what I was hoping for. I mean, who comes to mind when you hear, to defend Equestria from the return of one of its greatest threats, and against one of the pony's oldest and greatest foes? I'd say the most likely candidate would be the Queen of Changelings herself, Chrysalis, for which Thorax could play an integral role in infiltrating their ranks. The possibilities for characters they could include here are most intriguing. We could see a return of Gilda to go along with the idea of including other races as allies in a great conflict, or perhaps other more recently introduced griffins. We could see a return of various background characters who only had a short time in the spotlight during Slice of Life, or how about having Discord being convinced to put aside his self-centered tendencies in order to save his dear friend Fluttershy? Can you imagine a face-off between Chrysalis and Discord? Even just the idea of personalities like Trixie and Discord bouncing off each other has immensely entertaining potential. Like I said before, this is easily the most excited I've been for new episodes in a very long time. But then, perhaps these ideas are way off from what the writers had in mind, and none of these characters will be involved in the finale at all. But hey, I can still dream, can't I? And I'd very much like to hear your thoughts on who Starlight might recruit for her mission to save Equestria and the main six. Let me know. And as always, I am Dr. Wolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.